What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross, the Tar Heel. And we're not going to get cute with this one, man. I'm going to take you straight over to stinking ESPN. And we're going to look at the stats and everything. And then I got some things to get off my stinking chest, bro. I'm sick of it. So North Carolina falls 73 to 65 to the Pitt Panthers, 73 to 65. That moves Carolina to 13 and 9. Overall, 6 and 4 in the conference. And right here, man, we can see that Vinon Lubin finished with 6 points. Ian Jackson only finished with 9. Elliott finished with 11. He did have 7 assists, but he had 4 turnovers. Seth Trimble finished with 10. RJ Davis finished with 16. And then down here, we see that, the Pitt Panthers went to work. They only went 7 deep, but 14, 15, 18, and 15 from Ishmael Leggett, Jalen Lowe, Zach Austin, and Cameron Corrin, dude. And come over here to the team stats. UNC shot 44% from the floor, 29.2% from 3, which just completely melted down the stretch. And then Pitt shot 43.6% from the floor, 34.6% from 3. The Tar Heels were plus 10 on the glass, surprisingly. But right here, bro, Carolina with 14 turnovers. 14 turnovers, and Pitt was able to generate 22 points off of those turnovers. They only had 6 turnovers, which Carolina was able to convert into 4 points, man. That is a huge factor in this game, man. Just disgusting. There's no other way to stink and put it, bro. Just absolutely disgusting. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the scoring droughts that continue to just hamper this North Carolina basketball team. Let's go back over here, man, to the Gamecast. I talked about this in my the live stream, if you will. If my daggone computer will load in time. I don't know what's going on over here. But look at this right here, man. This is super important to look at right here. Check this out, bro. The last 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the first half, Carolina had a 10-point lead. Do you guys see that right there? UNC 44, Pitt 34. They had a 78.8% chance of winning this game at that time with a 10-point lead. They were stinking hooping. Okay? 2:15 to play. What does Carolina end up finishing the half with? It was 44 to 34. They end up finishing the half with a 2-point lead, 44 to 42. That means Carolina did not score in the last 2:15 of the first half. They couldn't put the foot on the neck, bro. They couldn't put the foot on the neck. You want to know what's even worse than that? Let's go back over here to the end of the stinking game. 3:23 to play. 3:23 to play. Carolina has a 1-point lead, 65 to 64. Okay? Notice what the final score is, Tar Heel Nation. The final score is 73 to 65. Do you know what that means? Of course. Let me do my math real quick. The math would insinuate that if they had 65 points with 3:23 to play and they had 65 points at the end of the game, they didn't score any points in the last 3 minutes and 23 seconds, man. And it's absolutely infuriating. I don't understand it. We're talking about almost 6 minutes of gameplay in crunch time where Carolina can't get a bucket. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Why does Pitt outscore Carolina in the first half in the last 2:15, 8-0, and in the second half, the last 3:23, they outscore Carolina 9-0? Pitt was better in crunch time. Carolina crumbled in crunch time. And once again, bro, we just falter. We falter at the later stages of the game. It's just so frustrating, man, to watch these guys running around like chickens with their heads cut off, man. One-on-one basketball, over dribbling into traffic, and it's just, I don't know what else to say about this basketball team, man. I really don't. I really don't. When Carolina's at their best, man, when they're turning defense into offense. And I keep hearing people talk about, well, that takes a lot out of you. bro, you are 20, 21, 22 years old. Get in shape. Okay. If you, what, I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to lose games like this? Is that what we're going to do? Because, you don't want to lose your legs. I mean, we're not pressing. Our on the ball defense is atrocious. And then, we can't put our foot on opponents' necks every game. We're getting up by 8, we're getting up by 10, and we just can't put it to bed. I don't know what it is. I really don't. It's like when we get that lead, all the focus goes. And then it's just like, I mean, and we're talking about just wasted possessions, not just like, hey, man, we got a 10-point lead, 8-point lead. We got a good shot. We just missed it. No, I'm talking about wasted possessions. I'm talking about dribbling into traffic, traveling, tripping over each other. We're feeding Vin Allen Lubin, down there in the paint with everybody standing out on the perimeter asking him to go to work, when the Pitt defense is collapsing down on him. He's traveling. We're getting jump balls. I mean, I just don't understand, bro. And look, man, a little emotional right now because I'm super frustrated with the product that I'm seeing on the field. On the court. Thinking about football, man. It's atrocious. This is not Carolina basketball, man. It's not Carolina basketball. And yes, Jay Wash was out, okay? Did that hurt to a certain extent? Sure. Sure. Vin Allen Lubin got extended minutes. James Brown got limited burn. Tyson Claude got limited burn. But we're plus 10 on the glass. We're careless with the stinking basketball. Pitt is just getting second chance opportunities. Pitt is getting, a ton of points off of our stinking careless turnovers. And it's frustrating, man. And look, I think this is a team thing. All right. I'm not going to put this, just lay this solely at the feet of Hubert Davis. Okay. But I will say this, he deserves a lot of the responsibility. I already told you guys, man, it goes back to the stinking head. You dictate who's in the game. And one of the best ways to stinking, get the most out of people or to get them to refocus is to remove them from the ball game and sit their ass on the pine, dude. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to fix it. There's got to be some kind of defensive adjustment. There's got to be some kind of accountability. We cannot keep letting people make boneheaded plays and patting them on the ass and saying, hey, I'm pretty proud of you. No, man, you can love the kid and not be proud of him. That is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not hateful. It's not bad. You can love the kid and still be like, hey, bro, that was dumb. That was boneheaded. I mean, it's the same story over and over and over, man. I feel like we're just reading the same book repeatedly. It's like a bedtime story that, can we read a different book, please? No, we're going to read the same story over and over and over. Just complete collapse in crunch time, bro. Last 2:15 of the first half, last 3:23 of the second half, man. And that's, what? It is poor coaching. There's no other way to stinking get around that, beat around that bush, because this is something that occurs, 2 out of 3 basketball games. All right. It's also additionally poor leadership from the guys, the players on the court, man. It's poor leadership because leaders, you can't allow that to stinking happen, bro. It's crunch time. Where is the leadership? Where is the guy that's going to consistently rise to the occasion? That used to be RJ Davis. Ian Jackson maybe has done it a couple of times, this season. But where is the dude that's going to stinking take the load on the stinking shoulder and say, I got this, bro? Frustrating, man. And I'm talking about absolute stinking life support. If it that might even be being positive. Tournament hopes on life support, dude. I mean, they better go on one hell of a stinking run. And I don't know what HD is going to say in the presser. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably take my butt to bed and I'll watch that crap in the morning, dude. But I don't know what you can't say. I don't know what you can say because it's the same old, man. And guess who's looming? Duke Blue Devils in Carolina Indoor Stadium, dude. And Carolina better go on one hell of a run. And this is just super frustrating. It's super frustrating. I know the Tar Heel Nation is frustrated. And like I said, this isn't going to be solely at the feet of Coach HD, but he's going to bear the majority of the stinking the brunt of the weight. He has to. He's the head coach. All right, you don't like it? Get over it. Okay? He's the head coach. But the players also, man, focus. Where is your focus in crunch time? I don't stinking know, man. And I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling a little pessimistic tonight, to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know if the crap is going to change this year at all. I mean, good night, dude. We're 22 games into the season. And like I said, it's the same story. What's the title of this book? Tar Heels Crumble in Crunch Time. I mean, we're talking about 6 minutes, bro, of going scoreless when it really stinking matters. And there's your stinking ball game. So you let me know what you think about this basketball game down in the comment section. Tar Heel Nation and Pitt Panther Nation. Is your boy on to something, bro? Am I tripping right now? All right. Am I tripping right now, or am I on to something? Because you can't possibly be seeing the product that's on the field, on the court, and being just, sugars and rainbows. And, like my guy Miguel said, hey, everything is going to be all right. Like the Lego dude from the Lego movie. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment down in the comment section what you think about this game. And we will catch you on the next one, Tar Heel Nation. Love you guys.